Hey, what is up guys? AaronFPS here, and today I have a story time commentary for you guys. Now, these are pretty interesting and really popular because one, it adds a personal touch to your videos and stuff like that, and they're usually entertaining and interesting. Why I don't do them, mostly because my life isn't extreme, like I don't have these incidents like every single day where I'm like, oh, I need to do this, and oh, I need to do that, and oh, this is epic and stuff like that, and it's like a slow motion movie type thing, it all unfolds like that. No, my life is kind of normal. There really isn't that many extreme incidences in my life. So I'm just gonna give you guys this one, and it's pretty epic. So in the title of the video, you can see that it says "My Pornstar Neighbor" or something along those lines. I don't want you guys to think that my neighbor's a porn star or anything like that, but he's more of a person that films it as kind of the cameraman behind the camera, and this is basically my experience with this. So some background information: I live in Virginia, and this guy, from far away, he looks kind of old because he has gray hair. He's pretty short and he wears like suits and stuff. But when you get a little bit closer, he looks probably around his like maybe late 30s, early 40s, or maybe even his 40s. And that's just something that he is. That's who he is. And I don't know, it's kind of weird. But anyway, back to the story. So a little bit more of background information. Every time, I mean, me and my friends were always outside, so we would be outside skating or whatever, and we'd always see like a different girl drive up in her car, and it was really weird, and it kind of started to arise our suspicions for him, because there was always a different girl, like maybe every 1, 2, maybe even 3 days, we would always see like a different girl go to the car, or drive up, get out of her car, and go into his door. Like, it was a different girl. I don't know if they had keys or something like that, but it was always just a different girl, and we were just like confused. We're like, why is there a different girl coming like every day? Like, does he get girlfriends like that quickly, or are they just his friends or something? But we weren't really sure. So after we figured that, that's kind of one of the first things that kind of got us thinking, like maybe this guy's like a man whore or something like that, or maybe we're kind of just messing around. He's like, oh, he's a porn star or something like that. But later on, we come to figure out it might not be far from the truth. So one of the nights that we were there, we were outside, me, a couple friends, probably like 2 or 3, I forgot exactly who was there, but anyway, me and a couple friends, we were outside and we were passing the football around, and of course, a ball always tends, somehow, a ball is like magnetically attracted to like other people's yards. So one night, we were outside, we were passing the football and stuff, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna be a badass and try to kick this ball as high as I can. So I got the ball, kicked it, and of course it had to land in my neighbor's, or not my neighbor's, my friend's neighbor's, but this is the guy I'm talking about. It had to land in his backyard. So we're like, oh shit, we gotta, and this is after like a girl just had come over, so we were kind of messing around. We're like, oh, we can't go to his door. He's gonna be naked. He's gonna come to his door naked. He's gonna be like with the girl and all that. Yeah. So anyway, we went up to his door and we're like, we knocked on the door and we waited a couple seconds, and it probably took maybe like 30 seconds for him to come to the door, and he was actually in a towel. So we were like, yeah, this is a little awkward, but it doesn't matter. We're like, hey, our ball went to the backyard. Can we go get it? He's like, sure. The doors, or the gate is always open, so you can go ahead and go to the backyard and grab your ball. So we did that. We got the ball and we went back to the street. We're passing it back and forth, and we look up to his house and a light goes on, and we're like, we didn't really think much of it because we're like, oh, or someone's going to the room. They're getting something and they're gonna leave. So finally we see like a figure that goes into the window, or not to the window, but through the window we can see like a figure. So we looked up into the window and we could see this girl, and we're like, okay, this isn't really that out of the ordinary. So we just kept playing football, and then one of my friends, he was like, hey, look, like really fast, and we all looked up, and it was the girl, and she was taking off her shirt, and we're like, what is happening? We were so confused. Like, we were all just like standing there, and we were just watching it unfold, and she got her shirt and she put it down, and then she took off her bra, and we're like, what is happening? We were so confused, and I just got this, bringing back memories, but like I just remember sitting there, we were just all confused, like with our mouths open, like all just standing there. And finally, like, he comes in, he's still in his towel, and she's like without a shirt and without a bra, and she goes over and does some like weird poses for him. He has a camera, and she puts her hands on the wall and just does like this weird pose with like her butt sticking out, and like she's like bent over a little bit, and we were kind of just like standing there, and we were like, is this like the best day of our life or something like that? It wasn't really any detail, like we couldn't see that close, but we can see. And the reason like why they didn't think the window was open, because the blinds were kind of angled to where we can see up and at like everything that was happening, but they couldn't see out at us, specifically where they were standing. So when this happened, like we were just like standing there watching it all unfold and stuff like that, and finally one of my friends did a whistle, and he was like or something like that, and that's when finally they both just stopped. They looked at the window, the guy ran to the window, and the girl just like grabbed her shirt and put it over real quick, and we're just running away laughing and stuff like that. And I always just tell this story, and it's like just brings back so many memories, and it's just hilarious because who forgets to close the door or the window before they do that kind of stuff? But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this story. It's not really the best ever, but I mean, it is entertaining, and it is about a porn star, or a quote-unquote porn star, or a porn photographer, or whatever you want to call it. So anyway, guys, like I said, I hope you enjoyed. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. Go ahead and check out my channel. Go subscribe if you want to, and I will see you guys later.